Whew. Okay, good morning. Gonna wait till people pile in. All five of y'all. Let's see how we do. Just get everything situated. Ooh. Let's see what the market gives us today. Unc is here. Unc is here. Unc is here. Trading Unc. Don't. I'm not no Unc to what y'all think I am. I'm trading Unc. I've just been in the game for a while. That's what I mean. Too young to be called Unc, okay? What is that hood on your head? Yo, listen. Oh, probably you know what's crazy? My forehead probably do look crazy with this. Hold on. Wow, look at that tank though. Y'all seeing this? I want a few more people to just pile in before I go over trader sentiment. But if 15 minutes come, matter of fact, I might have to start that early because I still have to do technical analysis. We still have to do technical analysis. We don't want to be late to that. I mean, we're not trading until like 9:45 or so anyway, but still. Let me just double check the stream, make sure the stream looks good. Posted it. I'm ahead of the game. I posted it on Instagram and all that already too. So all right. Y'all see I got the ability. Y'all got the choice to put it to 1080p. Before I know y'all probably didn't have that. I fixed that. So y'all can look at me in high definition now. The market is just tanking right now though. So let's just go over 4 people's in here. That's good enough. Our max was like 5, so we'll just go from here. So as y'all see so far, pre-market we have been bearish. Oh, that's too far of a zoom. But pre-market has a lot of weakness. It's elevated by pullbacks from techs. As we know, techs has been bolstering the market for like the past month or so. And now we are seeing a little bit of a pullback from that upside. Not only that, a lot of banking CEOs are coming out saying that they expect a pullback in the market, in global markets. So I'm assuming because of that, that's why we had this, I don't even know, I'm not even going to call it the pullback, but just this decline in pre-market pretty much. It's under VWAP right now. Let me bring you to the mid screen. On a 15-minute, we're under VWAP right now. Delta, negative selling delta is picking up. So far, we're just really extended to the downside in pre-market. However, overall, we are still up on the daily, above the 200 moving average. So technically, we are still in a bullish momentum, bullish trend. Again, on the daily, if you're above the 200, it pretty much tells us that we are in a bullish trend, right? We also did fill this gap here that we had like from a while ago. When did this happen? This happened in October, towards the end of October. We did fill this gap. So if we are bullish, being that it is extended, we can look for a long bottoming wick here where price just starts to find a bottom and then we just build up from there. That would be a nice entry. However, I am not trading any breakouts. Same as yesterday, still a little risky. Just because the first day of the trade, well, the first trading day of the month has passed, doesn't mean you should take risk off. Risk is still on right now. So I'm not looking out for any breakouts. I'm not doing breakouts. If anything, we're just doing retracements, pullbacks, fades, and for shorts, we're doing trap buys. So with trap buys, what that mean is we get a break over a resistance, however price can't hold, forms a long topping wick, and then reverses. Those are the only plays that we're looking for today. If you don't get that, we don't trade, but that's exactly what we're looking for. Only $500 profit goal today. If we can hit that, great. But the minimum, at least 200. This is on Express, so I don't want to, overstay my welcome. That is how we're looking for the sentiment. Thoughts on hurricane in Jamaica? Yeah, hurricane in Jamaica is going crazy right now. I'm not gonna hold you. It's actually going insane. And I'm just thinking about like the fact that it was just one day, pretty much. And it's just gonna mess up the entire country for how, God knows how long. I like that like the communities are coming together though to help support them and stuff like that. But I always take that with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Like if you're giving something for free, it usually comes with something. It usually comes with something. So like everybody like that's not Jamaican in a way, with like the US, for example, not to bash the US, but if I see like somebody give any type of money, I expect interest to be paid. We have this line at 800. It hasn't it broke this line here, but quickly got back up. So we're gonna see if it breaks again. Let's move over to the bigger time frames though. So on the 4, we do have a trigger candle in the form of a hammer. The only thing is the candle that's supposed to use it as a trigger isn't necessarily respecting it. So, but we're still gonna mark it out just so we have it in our heads throughout the trading session. So the trigger will be starting here to here. So we need to break this level for us to get the continuation over the high of this trigger candle, and the high of this trigger candle is 824, 6824. Now a lot of buyers will be stopped out here because a lot of buyers place their stop at the end of this trigger candle. That way you get a clear stop. So this is also a spot to watch. And as for this candle and the candle, so on and so forth, you want to see it hold these levels here above this wick area. This entire wick area is a key level. So you just want to see another wick in the next few candles so we can build up, and maybe we get a retracement to a moving average. Even if it's bearish sentiment right now, we can still get retracements, pullback, stuff like that. Yeah, guys, it's six, seven people in here. Come on, guys. It's 6, 7 people in here. We can talk. I want to know what y'all trade, what y'all strategies are, how y'all doing. I don't like when it's just me talking. Now, when I say that don't mean run away from the live because I'm calling y'all out. Y'all can, if it's really that serious, you don't have to say anything. Just sit there, okay? But still. So yeah, this is our trigger candle. This is what we're gonna look for. We're gonna look for a retracement if we're bullish, being that it is already extended to one side already. Think of the rubber band. The rubber band is already stretched to the downside. It could stretch some more, but I'm not risking the snapback. So being that the move in pre-market is already stretched to the downside, we're gonna look for plays where we can at least get the pullback, where where it snaps back. I need to get one of those drawing things where as I'm speaking, I can like annotate or animate exactly what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go down to the hourly. So far, hourly, we're forming, we're getting a higher low if this can play out. It has to hold for 50 minutes. MACD on the hourly is starting to converge a little bit, which is good for the buyers. I would love to take a scalp, but as I mentioned in the previous stream, Cannot trade until 9:45. We could trade before, but we have to be so quick. It's like it's not even worth it, to be honest. It's not worth the risk. Sometimes it is, but today is not one of those days. All right. Let's see. Okay. So we have another trigger candle, as y'all see here. I talk about this candle a lot. This is my favorite candle to trade. So what we're having right here, we have an extension. Real crazy extension from pre-market. And then we finally got this trigger. And from this trigger, we got a little bit of green. And hopefully this can turn into a lower high. And then we take out these highs here. Notice how we place our lines on the hourly, but look how nicely they line up here. Point of control is right in between that. So we can also watch for a price to get above point of control. If it holds above point of control, this would be a stable base for it to continue to the next level of 820. That's what we're looking for. Like, getting in now would be the most optimal time too, because it is pulling back right now, and usually at 9:30, especially if it just shoots up in the open, it doesn't leave any like chance for an entry. I hate that. Like, the market is so unkind to the disciplined trader. Like, you will see your move play out right in front of your face, and the only reason you can't play it is because it's look what I'm talking about. Look what I'm talking about. Look what I'm talking about. You will see your move play out right in front of your face. MACD conversion as well. And you can't touch it. Why? Because it's just not time yet. That doji is forming nicely on the hourly. So the next hour, if it continues its trajectory, the next hourly that opens up in 47 minutes, if we can get a dip with a nice bottom wick, then maybe we can get a push up above point of control and then a move higher. Then this trigger candle will be activated over 820. Over 820, this trigger candle from this 4 hour will be activated. That's what we're looking for. But we're getting a series of dojis here. They're making lower lows here, but there's the fact that the sellers are pushing it down and buyers are making that wick on the bottom there. That's bullish. MACD on 30-minute is green already. The hourly is slow, but it is converging. 5-minute. 5-minute somewhat converging. Can't confirm it as of yet. Still needs some time. 15-minute already green as well. Now, let's go back to our trigger screen. Look at the action. Let's look at the action. Oh, let me share this out as well. I need to find some talkers. I'm gonna send it out to some talkers. That's what I'm gonna do. I need y'all talking. Okay. All right. That should be good. Look at that move though. Oh my goodness. Look at it. Look at this nice bottom doji here. This bottom wick here. This move is happening too early. Not too early in general, but too early for me. I want to get in. I want to play this move. You know what I could have done? I could have scalped on the ES. Just this move. Didn't really have to hold on too long. Just get out one time, boom. Either that or play maybe two MES for a starter position. Wait till market open, look for a re-entry, or take profit if the market does. Okay, I'm confusing y'all with too many if thens. But that's how you gotta think about it. You have to think about all the scenarios, to be honest. You gotta think of every scenario that may happen, even the losing ones. For example, on the mid one, we are thinking, okay, we're stretched out. Whoa, whoa, why? Why? Y'all ain't catch that one. Y'all ain't catch that one. Y'all ain't catch that one. All right. So we're extended. We're extended, right? And what we're looking for is for bulls to take over point of control for the move higher to at least, this is the 200 EMA on the 15 minute. So this is what we're looking for. Even if we could get to halfway of that, that's a good price. Well, good move, I should say. So that's what we're looking for. But if it fails, we have to think about, okay, where would price go for me to know that, okay, yeah, this is a failure, right? And first place is where I have this level marked out, is at 800. So if you take out 800, we're going to move on to the next level, which would be the trigger of 786. Again, we talk about how this is the trigger. If I'm a buyer here, I'm going to set my stop. Think about it. Let's say we're buyers here at this level. We see this trigger, we get in on this candle. We're going to set our stop at the low of this trigger candle, because if price gets back here, it's more than likely going to continue a little bit longer to the downside. It's pretty much the bottom. You found the bottom. You're getting in at the bottom, right? Now, if we are bullish and we're looking for a higher low setup for a continuation, then we have to think, okay, if price gets down here, this is a good stop for me to get out. I don't want to be in here. Maybe I'll get out even earlier. Like if I get in above 800, I probably want to stop out maybe like 97 or maybe to the top of this trigger. Realistically, you could hold until the bottom of here of 786, which you probably should. But just so you can get out earlier and maybe re-enter, you can get out early and do that as well. You don't have to wait till it hits your stop for you to, mark it off. Only problem with that though is, like, especially if you get into a bad habit of it, sometimes you get too anxious, you know what I mean, and then stop yourself out way too early. You don't even let the move play out, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Yo, let me know if the music is too loud, by the way, y'all. And I sent this out to some friends too, so if you in here, shout yourself out so I can shout you out. Let's get back in the stream, see how we looking, make sure we look good. Yo, they should have a, like, inside YouTube, not YouTube Studio, but like OBS or something where you can look at your stream. Or something. Okay. We're still pushing. We're still pushing here. About 12 minutes to open. And we're still pushing. We're getting above point of control too on the hourly. I just hate when a move happens too early and I can't play it. It messes with your psyche so much too, because any move that does happen after that, it feels like chasing, but technically you're not. But it still feels like you're chasing. Only because you called out the move initially, you didn't get in, now you're looking for the second position. Like the second opportunity to get in. Like, technically it's not, but it doesn't get over the fact that it still feels like it is. Wow. MACD's still converging, which is good. We can still have opportunities. We're gonna still have our opportunities. That would have been a nice move. That's even on MES with like what 10 contracts on MES. That would have been like 500. Some hesitation at the top there though. 3 seconds to go. Oh, oh, what we gonna get? Oh, little retracement here? Or are you just making the bottom wick to continue higher again? Oh, nope. I'm pulling back a little bit. Yo, I like to watch the market as if it's like a big ass fight. You know what I mean? That's how you gotta commentate it. Like Bulls versus the Bears. Who will win? And then you having like hundreds of fights. Well, not hundreds. Because it depends on what time frame you're on. But you have a bunch of fights pretty much within each candle. I wonder if I stream too early because with 9:15, right? Well, I start at 9, but if I start at 9:15, then we would only have to wait for 15 minutes or so. Oh, so you are forming the bottom wick. You have 6 seconds. You gotta hold that level. It's a high volume candle on the 1 hour too. 1 minute. Yeah, it's a lot of selling volume here. There's a lot of selling volume. Let's see how that look on the delta. Not that much delta to be honest, but it's 8 minutes and this is a 15-minute on each, so it's not bad. Not bad at all. Y'all, somebody said my hoodie look crazy. That's true. Eight minutes till market open. I don't know, man. The Bulls could win this. I would actually be surprised if I know like we are bearish pre-market, but I'll be really surprised if the Bulls don't at least show some type of strength. Like you guys are positioned nicely to do at least a little bit of a move. Like, let me see what's the most we can. Can we see? Can we see 48? Could that be asking for too much? I wonder if that could be asking for too much. The most I could, and you know what's crazy from yesterday's stream? Let's look at the daily one time. We wanted this move to happen, but this was supposed to be our primary move. Like when we traded yesterday, we were setting up this doji here. We were saying, okay, we don't want it to go up too high or too low. Why? Because we wanted the short for the break of these lows, fill this gap, and get that nice short. But it happened in pre-market, in extended trading hours. So we couldn't even get that. So what we have to look for now, being that it's already extended, it's at moving averages as well. So what we have to look for now is for at least for it to build back up a bit. Oh, we got a commenter. Shout out Chance the Great. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Chance. Chance the Great. Shout out Chance the Great. To step up to the plate. We got a lot of people in here. Nobody wants to talk, man. See, and as soon as I call one person, I call y'all out, y'all gonna start dipping. Come on, guys. Don't do that to me. Y'all know I'm just playing. I'm grateful for y'all presence regardless. I'm grateful for y'all presence regardless. Stop acting up. Yo, who watches F1? Get up and watch it live and go trade. Yes, sir. You already know, bro. That's a great start to your day, man. Get some money early in the morning. What's better than that? What is better than that? A lot of people still in their bed right now, sleeping. Or at work, getting underpaid. Now, if you at work and trading and watching the stream, or just at work and trading, still a breadwinner. Okay, what are we getting here? 4 minutes to open. What are we gonna get? What y'all thinking? We thinking we gonna get bull run, bear run? What y'all think? I think the chat on my phone is more updated than the one on the computer. That's why I keep checking my phone. You know what's crazy though? The MACD, I don't know. I have to look into this of how the MACD acts on the daily. I don't know how it works because right now it's diverging. So it could mean that, you know, like we still have some bearish momentum behind us. But I haven't closely watched it too much yet. I just put it on like not too long ago. So I got to see pretty much how this works with it. But so far everything else is saying, okay, we're rounding out a bottom a little bit here. You got 1, 2. I mean, I guess we can't really count this as 3. We could if this becomes a doji as well. It has 32 minutes on it though. We're dropping some more on the 1 minute into the open a little bit. And that's forming a nasty doji on the 5 minute. Well, on the 15 minute, I should say. It has a minute on the 5 minute to build back up though. So that would have been a nice dip buy for a scalp. Right now it's just it's really fighting to get above point of control. It was just at it. Now it has to fight to stay there. But it's rejecting it a little bit. With 1 minute to go on the 15 minute. 1 minute to go on the 15 minute. We are still fighting. Come on, bull, step up. On the tilt, the buyers are here though. Where are they physically in the market? I don't know. But on the tilt, they showing face. 58% long. So that, oh, by the way, for those who don't know what the tilt is and don't use Topstep, the tilt is just, it's pretty much just lets you know everybody that's using Topstep, this platform, it tells you where they're positioned at. Not where, but what they're positioned, like if they're long or if they're short. Long being bullish, meaning up. Short being bearish, meaning down. "42 seconds, it's still a fight. Market opens in about 30 seconds. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Are we gonna get a straight up move or a straight down move? Let's see. Let's just hope that we get some entries. Let's see. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, we're getting it down a little bit. But it just opened, so let's see. Let's see. Oh. Ooh. See how that delta is taking it. That's 2K of aggressive seller. Can it hold that level? Can it hold that level? Oh, buyers are fighting. They fighting. 22 seconds on the clock, bro. Sellers, if you're gonna be aggressive like that, you better be sure. You better be damn sure you can hold that level, or else this is the bottom wick, and that's not pretty for y'all. Oh, damn, sellers. You see, that would have been a nice dip buy for thing, for a move higher. Especially, look at that wick. Look at that wick. Can't touch it. Why? 930. This is what I'm talking about. I hate seeing moves happen and I can't touch it just because of time. And y'all probably like, oh, it's just 930 open. Why don't you trade? You know how many times I try to go in a trade at 930 and it goes in my direction, and literally in a matter of seconds, not even seconds, a second, it just turns over on me and I'm down like what? Like 500, 600. Let's just hope that we can stay above point of control for the move higher, because we still have a trigger that we can use. If you look to the right, we still have a trigger that we can use. First trigger activates at 813. Next one activates at 820. All right. So we still have some triggers. See, we still have some triggers. 28 minutes to go. I know there are some crackheads in this chat though. So y'all gonna let me know. Let me see. Market Watch is talking to me right now. Open lower. Tech stocks struggle. Yeah, we already mentioned that though. You already said tech stocks were struggling. The start of the stream, we already digested all the news. Market news is late. You're now telling me this at 9:30 market open. Let's check Koifin. How's gold doing? Does anybody trade gold? Oh, gold is down 1.5%. That's also a little bit bullish. I'm not gonna hold you. VIX is up though, 10%. Whew. VIX is up 10%. Now, the reason why I say that's bullish is because usually gold move at the inverse of each other. But what you don't want to see is them moving, like pretty much them being on the same page, because that's not fun for anybody. But for the most part, but the whole market is just red right now. Oof. Tech is down 2%. Energy is down 1%. Industrial is down 1.5. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let's see how this 4.4K of negative selling pressure. Testing this level at 800. Testing 800. A little bit of a hesitation. 10 seconds to go. What's going to happen? What happens here? More selling delta just came up right at that level. But that's why I like to watch delta, because I will find my key levels, right? Once I have my key level, I want to see how price is reacting at those key levels. So that's when I move on to delta. And if I see, well, even if you don't have delta, you can use volume. So once you have your key level, in this case, it was 800, it approached this level, hesitated there a bit. So now I want to know, okay, who's winning in this action here, right? So I will see the volume if you don't have delta, and if selling volume is increasing at this level, that shows, okay, buyers pretty much lost this level right here, right? That's how I look at it. This is also on the 1 minute, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. But just reading strictly off of the information, that's just what it's saying. This could be a trigger over this high. 01, there we go. Breaks 01, has to hold. Could be a trigger. We got an extension. But it has to hold or else it becomes a fake out. You don't want to get caught in that fake out. Buyers are stepping up a bit to the plate. How's Delta? You see, you're getting trapped out. You're getting trapped out. If you're gonna push that level, you have to hold that level. Don't get trapped out like that, bro. But again, buyers, they usually put their stop right at the low of the trigger candle. So when it gets to that low, you usually see a shoo. Shoo. See? The reason that move happened is because a lot of people stopped out there. Shoo. That's what you get. You watched it live. Isn't that cool? Sellers ain't come to play though. Just like yesterday, pretty aggressive. Out in the open, they just pretty aggressive. We're very extended from point of control now. So that's what I was saying. Like, if you're going to get to point of control, please hold above it. But we haven't. So let's see what we get here. Oh, what a move by the Bulls. If the Bulls can get at that high, if they can get over that high, then the sellers get trapped. That's a reverse Uno card right there. If they can get over this high, then the sellers get trapped. Oh, what a move by the Bulls, boy. This is what I'm talking about. You gotta commentate like it's a fight. Like, that was a crazy comeback. You gotta hold now. Oh my goodness, and it's forming a beautiful doji on higher time frame on a 15-minute. 7 minutes though. 7 minutes. It has to have this bottom wick here. It has to stay there for 7 minutes. Little pullback here. You want to see a drop and pop. It's forming a nice bottom doji. Continue higher, but you're giving back the move, guys. Don't give back the move. Form a nice doji on the bottom, so the next candle can use it as momentum for another move higher. Max aggressive sellers was about, it went back to 4K. Sellers are stepping back up a little bit. Sellers are definitely stepping back up according to Delta. Oof. Let's check how we looking on the daily. Yeah. Sellers have stepped back up. What can we get here? What can we get here? It seems like the tilt has transferred over to the short side at 62%. Wow, look at this. Yo. Stacked aggression right here. Missed the mark here, but still, we can still count it. Just a stack. A negative 1,000. Another negative 1,000. Another negative 1,000. Just stacked on top of each other. Wow. Come on, trap them. Right now, these people are in good standing because price is below where they got in at. So we have aggressive short position takers here, here, and here. They're chilling right now. They're comfortable. This one is a little bit wary because, as you see, it's decreasing too. People are getting stopped out here on the short side. But for the most part, they're holding their positions. But if price gets over the level that they entered at, then that's bullish. Right now, they're holding strong though. The Bulls gotta step up, man. They gotta show some grit. They gotta show some grit, man. Did anybody get some trades yet? Even though it's probably too early. Only 10 minutes until market open. If you got a trade, I'll be surprised. But some of y'all really talented, so if you did, congrats to you. Congrats to you, man. Okay. What is this? Oh shit. I just wanted to test out that soundboard real quick. Okay, Bulls. Can we step up? Where are we stepping up at? This looks nice on the 5 minute. 4 minute, we can get a nice little doji here. I keep saying doji. A doji is small body. Nice bottom wick, I should be saying. Take out those sellers. Let's see those sellers get nervous. Look, you see that you remember it was 800 there. That position is completely taken out now. All that's left is this -1,000 and this -1,000. So you want to see buyers slowly buy up this level. They're struggling a little bit, but you want to see this number increase. There you go. You want to see this number increase. There's 600. But beautiful. Look, now this number is getting taken out. 700, 400, 2. Yep, now this number's about to get taken out. 800, 600, 700, 600. Come on, buyers. Step up. Keep stepping up. The more you see this number going down, that's showing you buyers are stepping up. 400, 600. Come on, you guys are struggling, but y'all got it. This level already had buyers. There was not really much sellers here. But look, you see, that's capitulation right there. Look at that. A lot of sellers just stopped out right there. That's what that's showing you when you see that number decrease. So now you want to see this number increase more, showing buyers are stepping up to the plate for a break above this level of 813, activating the trigger. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, guys. Now we have 3 minutes. So now we're going to look for a pullback so we can get a nice entry. Because right now, this looks crazy. This looks crazy. This looks way extended. This looks crazy. But 2 minutes ago, everything is happening nicely. It just have to hold its levels. That was a nice attack by the Bulls. A beautiful attack by the Bulls. And it's increasing. We're getting to our trigger level at 820 though. So But again, market moves in V's. So yes, we're seeing a straight up. But even if we get like a little bit of a red towards the downside, that's better than getting in at the highs. You know what I mean? You don't want to chase this move here. 800 would have been a beautiful entry, but it was just too early. All right, so this has become a 1 minute trigger. After this 1 minute, oh, damn. Last second, it just kept boosting. We still want to see a pullback. We're getting a little bit of weakness on the top, shakiness here. Where can we retest? Maybe this level here. I'm thinking, let me take off this damn magnet. It might be too low, but we can try it. We can try it for a starter. Damn. Damn, I didn't even get it. It probably was too low. The next 5 minutes soon open up. You want to see a drop on that 5 minute, forming a nice bottom wick. You want to see a nice bottom wick to maybe touch this level, then continue higher. But it's pushing. It's about to activate my trigger. I might have to get in anyway. It's activated my trigger, man. I don't like that. It's activated my trigger. Trigger activated. Okay, this is VWAP though. Can we get a pullback off of VWAP? Damn. I wanted more of a retracement. I don't want to get in. I don't want to chase this move here. This is a breakout move. Damn. I can't chase it at this high. If y'all looking at me like, oh, just get in. I'm not chasing in at this high and then risk the retracement that I could have waited for from the start. Just give me a pullback so I can get in and then we'll all be happy. 2 minutes for the next 15. Just give me a drop and pop. Don't pop and drop. Give me a drop and pop. I need a drop and pop right here. Take profit. Come on. No, guys. Come on. Let me get in. 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 Let me get in, people. Oh, man. Let me get in. Jeez.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Here we go.
Order filled.
Nice.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm sorry, I can't talk while I trade. This is really hard.
Order filled.
There we go. That's the pullback I needed.
Order filled. Order filled.
Now we can just wait until we see. Breathe. Where do we think we can go here, though? Let me see the delta. Is it increasing? Five minute? 5 minute looks pretty good. We just have to break through VWAP, then we're pretty much in the money here.
Order filled.
Now we just sit and wait. Kind of thirsty too. How's the hourly looking? 10 minutes on the hourly, still converging up as well. Come on, buyer, step up just a little bit more. Let's break VWAP at 820. That's all we have to do. Break VWAP at 820. Break VWAP, break VWAP. I don't want to have to stop out. But they're hesitating so much. Ooh, nice. Keep going, baby.
Order
Oh,
filled.
nice. Oh my gosh, what a trade. Did y'all see? Y'all saw? Yeah, tell me y'all didn't see that shit. Hold on, I can't even. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. It's on middle screen? Oh my goodness. It's on. Y'all didn't see this whole. See, this is why I have to get used to trading. I gotta get used to like trading on my trigger screen, like speaking to y'all while I'm trading. Cause sometimes like if I just see the move, I'm just gonna take it. I'm not gonna wait to show y'all the move. But that was beautiful though. The trigger played out beautiful. The trigger played out beautifully. Is there still more to the move though? Where's the where did we see it on? Oh, okay, yeah. So that's the trigger. Remember I was saying we just need another doji, and then this too makes it even stronger for the bullish move. Maybe we can even touch 61. Who knows? I'm not gonna say all of that just because of how much risk there is in the market right now. But let's see. Let's see what we get. How high we go at least. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I didn't show this move to you guys. It was so beautiful. I accumulated a nice position. And I didn't even have to stay in the market for too long. Y'all gotta say something too. Like, be like, oh, we can't see. We can't see something. Damn. I'm trying to. Okay. Yo, but please, I hope one of y'all got that move though. Like in terms of like for even for yourselves. I really hope some of y'all made some money on that move. Cause I showed y'all that trigger from when I started streaming. So if y'all didn't use that trigger, I told y'all where it activates. I showed y'all where it activates on 2 levels. I showed y'all the initial activation at 813, which is now lined up with point of control. Excuse me. And then I showed you guys at 820. I'm just saying. Some hesitation at the top here. We could see a little pullback. A little bit of hesitation up here. Come back, guys. It was an accident. Oh my goodness. All because I didn't have it on my trade screen? Y'all gonna dip? I'm gonna just impatient. Look at that move though. I could have helped. That's what I should have done. All right, next. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get a next trade, being that the move already happened. I'm not mad at 462 though. It's pretty much 500 for the day. Our goal was to hit 500. We did say that. With that being said, next time, which would be tomorrow, we're gonna trail it. We're gonna use this as information. You know what? Tomorrow we're gonna test trade in pre-market because this was a move. If I was able to use this move, like in pre-market, because this happened. Oh, this happened at 9. But look, it came back down here to this. Oh no, I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't have been able to get in at this line here, because this happened at 9:30. No matter what, you're not trading. We're not supposed to trade at 9:30. Even if, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is on MES, I'm gonna come and see if I can find key levels early on to give me an early position, and then use a starter position for when market opens. Because this is just insane. I called this out, and I only got pretty much, I wouldn't even say half of the move. This is like a quarter of the move, probably 10% of the move. $8.20. Where did I get in at? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I got in at this on this candle here. There was a drop to this moving average. That's why I couldn't talk to y'all or like show y'all, because I had to be quick. It dropped to this moving average, and usually if you're getting strong bullish momentum, the first drop to the nine moving average, you can try to play that for a quick scalp. But in this case, it wasn't. I guess you could call it. Yeah, it was a scalp. I played it a scalp. It was a scalp, because unless you're holding for like 10 minutes, it's a scalp game. And you know what's crazy? If this trajectory continues, we're getting a trigger on the daily. So notice how we look for that same trigger where you have an extension and then a long bottom wick on a candle, using this candle as a trigger with the small body. If we get that on the daily, it's even more powerful. Oh, there's some hesitation too. Especially, and it's on the 200 moving average on the 5-minute. If this builds a top end doji, this becomes a trigger. And then the next candle is usually a little bit of a sell-off. And it will sell off to like the previous, well, the next support zone, which could be here at 824, to be honest. But it has to close. It has 2 minutes. It has to close with a small body. It has to finish with a small body. Hmm. All right, 1 minute 20 seconds to go. If it finished with a more, like if this candle finished close to our highs, that's bullish for a continuation, because that's showing that we're breaking over 200, the 200 EMA on the 5-minute and holding for the next level. But the thing is, we don't have a next level marked out. We can mark out the lows, previous lows, because previous lows where you see this, like where you see that V, we call that resistance turn support, or support turn resistance. So this previously was support, so now it's resistance. So we can just mark that out really quickly. About right here. I hate the magnet so much, but sometimes you need its accuracy. Let's turn it off for this one though. Oh, I turned it off. There we go. So 43, 49. Okay, so it held the 5-minute 200 moving average, as you saw here. So now when we look at the 1 minute, this is what it looks like. Now we're pushing to the next level. Next level being 43. Good push. This thing's just pushing and pushing. Man. You know what? I'm gonna get a combine. I'm probably gonna get a combine this week so I can really trade. Like really trade. You know what I mean? Because I have to have risk on until I build this account to at least I want to say 20,000. I want to build this account to 20,000. Let's call this a 20,000. Oh, yes. Road to 20,000. And then if we hit 20,000, we're going to move the goal. I'm not going to lie. Anybody that's watching, there's only one person watching. And if you're watching right now, well, after the fact, like after it's uploaded, damn, I said there's one person watching. Out of nowhere, 4 people come in. But all right, I'm going to still tell the secret, right? So when we hit 20K goal now, right, we're going to move the goalposts. The people, like, if the channel grows from here on out, the people that's watching, they're probably going to think, oh, it's just 20,000 and that's that. Nope. We're going to keep increasing it. We're going to keep increasing it. It's probably a bad idea because imagine I build a whole account. Y'all will cook me. Y'all will absolutely cook me if that was the case. But I don't plan on doing that. I don't plan on losing my account. I love this account in my life. But I do want to get a combine though. That way I can trade a little bit like more freely. But those that just came in, anybody got some trades in? Anybody got in any trades? Anybody got in any trades so far? We called out this bullish signal a while ago, so a lot of y'all should have been waiting for that bullish setup, especially if you was here earlier. You definitely should have made money for sure. Because when I tell you we called this out to the T, there's no way you could have missed out. Here's a pullback here. Now, is it a full reversal? I don't think so. I would be really surprised if it fully reversed. What I think it can do, especially since this 4 hour just started, this 4 hour just started, so you have to visualize what can happen, right? Is it gonna have no bottom and just go straight up? That can happen, but not likely. How many times do we see a candle like a candle wick have no bottom, right? Especially during the trading hours. Like I said trading hours, but more so US cash session, right? So what I would want to see for bulls, what I would want to see is a drop, form a nice bottom wick, get back over the high of this previous candle so we can move on to the next level. This is the 4 hour. We have 3 hours and 56 minutes for it to do that. Now, if it just does this little micro pullback thingy and goes ahead, okay, yeah, it can do that, but I would feel more comfortable if the sellers tried their move first and then buyers show their strength first. Because as of now, no sellers are stepping up, so buyers don't know how strong these sellers are. You know what I mean? So I want to see the sellers make their move first so the buyers can finish strong, especially if we're looking for a bullish continuation. All right? So far, it's just going. Even on the 1 minute, it's just going. Notice how the MACD is diverging a little bit up here, though, but it's still pushing higher. Why is that? You want to see, this is what I mean by observation. You want to look at stuff like that, small nuance. You don't want to just trade just to make money. You're trading to become a better trader. And how do you become a better trader? Observation. Observe yourself and observe the market. So right now, I'm looking at price go high, but I'm seeing that the MACD is diverging a little bit. Why is that? Is that especially if since it's on a 1 minute time frame? Do I read it as, okay, if it's divergent on a smaller time frame, maybe it's just a pullback, especially if all the other time frames are green. For example, I'm looking at the MACD on a 15 minute, 5 minute, both of those are green, right? Yet the 1 minute MACD is converging a little bit. So maybe it's just pulling back on a smaller time frame. So that can give me an entry for the major time frame, because you're supposed to see your trade on the major time frames in the first place. You're only entering on 1 minute and stuff like that just so you can eat the entire candle, so you can be as precise as possible. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much what you want to do. If you're in trading with the sole goal of just making money, you're gonna lose a lot of money. You have to be in this game to just be a better trader. You have to be identity based. Your goal has to be identity based, not outcome based. Because if you're outcome based, you leave yourself room for failure, pretty much. A lot of room for failure. You know what I mean? For example, let's say you want to do charity. Your goal is to do charity, right? Once you do that charity, right, whatever charity it is, you're done. You feel me? Your goal is complete, quote unquote. Or let's say you don't do that charity. Let's say you try to do that charity and you fail or whatever. Like let's say you try to build up some money, you don't reach that goal. You don't reach that goal. You consider yourself a failure. But if your identity was just helping people in general, look how broad that can be. You can help people in so many different ways. That's identity based, not outcome based. But outcomes you could fail easily. You can have high expectation, be disappointed so easily. But outcome based, and you stop short. You stop. I feel like you stop yourself short as well. But if you identify somebody as somebody that helps people, then it's different. You know what I mean? You have a stronger why. A lot of people don't even know about the power of why. You gotta know why you're doing something. You know what I mean? You can't just be doing stuff just to do it. If you're trading just to trade, you're gonna lose the passion. Like me, when I was learning, I started like what? 17 years old around. At first, I couldn't understand none of these charts, to be honest. But it just looked pretty to me. You know what I mean? Just looking at the charts, looking at understanding that I'm looking at behavior, even though I couldn't understand what I was reading in terms of charts. I found it so interesting that I was up all night watching stock videos, all morning watching stock. Everything I was doing was just watching stock videos, just immersing myself with all this information, pretty much. Like you really just gotta love it. Not even just love it. You gotta be obsessed with it. You gotta ask yourself. If you here watching right now, ask yourself if you're obsessed with trading, or if you're just in it for the money. And if you're just in it for the money, I'll quit right now. I'd quit right now if I was y'all. Because you're not gonna go far. You're just gonna end up losing money. They say those who try to make money quick usually end up losing money quicker. That's what they say. I don't make the rules. I'm just repeating what they say. How are we looking? How are we looking? Okay, stream still looks good. Whoa! Look at that. You see? This is why you don't chase moves. You know how much people probably got in at the top here? And then, like, especially if they're expecting a continuation. That's so disgusting. That's why you don't risk getting in at the top, guys. Now, there are going to be buyers. There's probably going to be buyers that's getting in here, buying the dip. Buying a dip right here for that move higher. It might be too early because this thing dropped below the EMA. It has to reclaim that moving average here. But looking on the higher time frames now, this 15-minute, it has 5 minutes. If it closed with a small body like this at the 5-minute close, like when it's closed in 5 minutes, if it closed with a small body, that becomes another trigger. We're close to a resistance, the resistance that we just placed, and we're forming another trigger, right? So then at that trigger, at the low of 833, you're gonna see capitulation. Above the high, 841, you're gonna see capitulation. Somebody has to stop out. That's why I call this trigger, because it's equal standing, right? The sellers are making a move early though. But it's still the same. If I make out this low right here, look, 833. So if it breaks this low, you more than likely capitulate. It has to hold that level. That's why we don't chase. If you see a nice little wick, bottom wick, if it can do something like this, that would be nice. For the bulls, I should say. Then that will form a bull flag. That's what bulls want to see. They want to see a bull flag. So that's when you see a little retracement, then a push back up, take out these highs. Let's mark out the high. There we go. There's a little wick there. And that means sellers try to break this level. Sellers know where they need to break as well. These people aren't stupid. They know that if they break this level, then a lot of people get stopped out and then we drop, especially since we're below 9 EMA. So bulls put up a fight there, knowing that they can't lose this battle here. And for this battle, this one battle, they won. They have to keep winning though. They have to keep winning. Another battle is approaching right here at 8:33. You want to see another wick. You want to see, because another wick shows buyers win this battle again. We're going to call this battle the Battle of 33. The Battle of 33. I don't know. The Battle of 8:33, because yeah, 8:33 sounds better. The Battle of 8:33. Right? So we're approaching the Battle of 8:33 for the third time. It didn't even quite get to the battle type. The buyers are just not having it. But that pop in the immediate open of the candle, I don't like seeing that. Unless it could get over that moving average and hold. It has to get over that moving average and hold. 40 seconds. If it gets over this candle and hold, this moving average and hold, and especially these highs right here. Don't lose. But yeah, if it can get over those highs and hold, then it's forming a bull flag to take out these high here at 41. It has to, see, it's falling below the moving average. You have 18 seconds. Come on, step up. Let's see how the delta is doing. This is why we watch delta as well. We want to see how the aggressives are behaving here. Pretty much equal right now. Still. Okay. Buyers. Okay, there we go. Now, see? A bull flag is now formed. First profit target of a bull flag will be 41. Now, if you're one of those break and hold, break and trail, you will get the break. You take some off the table here, right? You set your trail. You can set it in take profit territory, especially if you got in at 8:33. Or if you got in at the break, the first candle to make a new high at 37, you can do that too. It will be a scalp. Probably not making that much off of it, but you can do that as well. But regardless, first take profit, then hold, trail, look for it to break and retest the top. See, it's going there, but it's not holding. It's forming a topping wick 6 seconds to go. It has to finish more than 50% of this candle, right? It's not that bad. It's about 50% equal, right? But this wick now, if buyers can get back over this wick level, that's buying momentum to break over this level of 841. Why? Because shorts will have to stop out here. If I'm getting in on this wick here, I'm going to put my stop right here. Because if it does break this level, you know it capitulates out higher. So I'm going to set my stop right here as a short. Buyers know that. So when they get above this level, they're looking for that capitulation. But when we get that capitulation, you don't want to see it go straight up and just not hold, especially at the open of the candle. You want to see it go straight up, make a base, probably consolidate up here, make a base so we can continue higher. I hate seeing moves where it just goes and it just goes for no reason. You can't even hold your weight. Like, why are you moving if you don't have no legs? Just wait. Build a base and then you can go ahead and do what you're doing. The tilt is at 60%. I don't like that. I don't like that for the bulls. Because usually, again, as I always say, these people on Topstep, when they're trading, bro, they're always late to the move for some reason. So when you see 60, 65, well, 60 is okay. But when you start seeing 65, 70, yeah, be wary, especially if you're bullish. Because that's showing me, okay, now the move is obvious. It's probably going to flip. You feel me? And we are having some hesitation. Okay, there we go. 19 seconds. We have to push through and stop these people out at 841. There's some hesitation though. That's the thing. 11 seconds. That's two rejections at the battle of 841. Delta is weakening a little bit. You gotta build up. Something about this candle right here. Something about this candle. Just feels like it's gonna be a make or break candle. I don't know. Profit. If it actually does become the make or break candle, that's hilarious. Wow. Profit, guys. You have 8 seconds though. You gotta hold. But something like that's why I say you gotta get chart time, because you do get a level of market intuition. Now, look, now you want to see the retest. This is the retest. That's why you want to see the drop first in the first 10 seconds. You want to see the retest of this level of 841. How is Delta looking? Buyers are increasing a little bit of hesitation. Oh, buyers losing a little bit now. It was just at 600. They just lost all of that 600 aggressive buyers. All of that, was that just one order that just went in? Let's see. Still not overall negative though in terms of the aggressive sellers. It's just really low delta overall at 15. So we need a bottom wick, a long top bottom wick, break the high of this previous candle. That's what you need. Can't just give back territory that you just gained. You just gained this territory. How are you giving it back already? Oh gosh. Dope. Oh, why does beast kind of sound? I'm bugging with this. Yeah. And I'm rapping and I'm trading. All these people, they is hating. I'm just trying to get some oil, some foil to wrap it. And I ain't capping. I just made 462 and I'm about to rap and get in the booth. Nah, I'm lying. I'm about to get in the stew and I'm about to take my shot. I'm gonna shoot. Ooh. Big up NYU. Ooh. I'm telling you, I can rap too, y'all. Y'all need to stop playing with me. Like if you one of those discovery agents, like how Justin Bieber was found off of YouTube, you can discover me. Hold on. I have the face for it. I have the face for it, y'all. See, I'm just talking to y'all, making me seem schizophrenic because there's people here, but because look at that. That's a nice capitulation, by the way. There's people in here, but those that watch it after, they're gonna think I'm schizophrenic. Why? Because I'm here talking to myself. I'm doing this for y'all, man. I'm looking crazy for y'all. Y'all don't care. Y'all won't even drop a like. Drop a like. If y'all care, drop a like, please. I don't care if it's just 4. Just drop a like. Just drop a like if y'all care. That's all. And I'm watching too. Y'all got me looking schizophrenic for no reason. Drop a like, guys. It's not a whoa, first of all, that's not imperative, okay? I'm not demanding. I'm just asking nicely, you know? Okay, but we hit that level of 4350. What time is it? 10:21. Not bad. I gotta start watching like other live streams as well to see how they interact with you, like with people, especially if there's nobody there. I just want to know. Let me show people that we made money today on live. This is the second time we made money on live so far. I told you I was gonna trade today for y'all. I know a lot of y'all was upset that I didn't trade yesterday, but I'm following my rules, okay, guys? Let me follow my rules. If I don't trade Mondays, I don't trade Mondays. Don't try to peer pressure me. See, now I'm actually sounding schizophrenic because nobody told me anything yesterday or today. Nobody told me anything. Like nobody complained yesterday. I don't know what I'm talking about, but let's go. Oh wait. Oh, they can't see how much money we made. They can't see how much money we made. Ah. You gotta do it like. Okay. Made on live today. Shout out to y'all. Y'all making me look good. Y'all making me look good. Cause usually when I take those type of pictures, it'd be 0 people in there. Oh shoot. Wait, why can't I censor it? Okay, that's posted. Let's get back to the trades. You know what's crazy? We're getting a little funky flat top breakout here. It's forming a flat top, but it already broke out. Like, what the hell? Flat top breakout is usually when we get to a resistance level, and then it just like bounces off like between the moving average and that resistance level, and just like stay like consolidating right below it. But this one pierced it a few times, like building up towards it. So that's why it's making me wonder, like, what's that about? CVD is actually getting over the 0 signal line, which shows that buyers would soon be in control, which isn't bad because they've been under for quite a while. Yeah. So it's pretty good for the buyers here. What happens if I auto this? Oh gosh, that's not nice. Okay, I wish I could move this over. Like this table is just I don't know. What you guys thinking? Like short the top side? What y'all thinking? Because we are hesitating a lot up here. Are we finding our top? 15 minute with 4 minutes. If we make another wick here, especially at this resistance level, probably forming like a rounding type of top. Like a rounding type of top here. Let's see. Can we draw that? How do you draw on here? Oh, you can draw. No, there's supposed to be like an actual drawing one, not a brush. But fuck it. But yeah, something like that. Something like that. We're just like rounding out. Hmm. Well, would have to this play is gonna take a minute. This would take a minute to play out because you need one, two, maybe three more 15-minute candles to come in. And it's actually starting to push. So if this pushes and finish strong, which means we don't have that much of a topping wick to work off of, then that play pretty much goes out the window. Okay, there we go. We're finishing strong here now. Let me leave my little drawing. I made it, and I'll be upset if I took it away. I'm gonna leave it here. My nice little drawing, you know? Let's go back on the 1 minute. See how we looking. Stream looks good. Stream looks good. Oof. What a rejection. Come on, guys. 6 seconds. I could get it back. Can you guys hear those cracks? I don't know if Oh, it's all out now. Y'all heard that? Let me see. I'm listening to my stream. Let me see. I'm trying to listen to see. Oh, no, you don't really hear it. That sucks. Damn, the latency is crazy though, guys. Yo, like I spoke and I had to wait like a good 30 seconds to a minute. Oh my goodness. Okay. So much hesitation at the top here though. Like, what do you guys want to do, bulls? Let's look at Delta again. See how Delta is coming. Ooh. All right, so we do have negative 1.8k of Delta and increasing in terms of the selling side. However, where they're most located, which is right here, price is above that level. So far, these negative 2k people are trapped. They're trapped right now. Now we can use them as buying momentum if we can push back over this high. Remember, there's still 2k of sellers right here. There's still negative 2k of sellers here in this area. Few have got taken out. Okay. Who's gonna win? I mean, this 15 minute just opened, so And notice how we're kind of rounded out for real. Are we rounding out for real, guys? Are we really gonna run out? That would be crazy if this is the entire move. This is all we get after all of this. You just like the bull's just gonna get this piece of a move. You're not even gonna go at least. I mean, technically, these are the levels that we had marked out. So technically, we did see this coming. We did have the mark out, not too high, like 849, 842. But it's like, damn. Okay. Step up, bulls. Step up, bulls. All right, you want to see this number increase 120. Then you want to see 200, 300. You want to see it increase into the move because this is a key level right here. 843 is a key level, so you want to see how aggressive buyers and aggressive sellers are reacting at this key level. Some increase here. Hesitation. 150. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, guys. Now sellers are increasing. Sellers are increasing in point of control at that. And we're getting back to these levels. So now this negative 2K sellers, they're back to comfortable. While price was up, they're a little bit more on edge because, you know, they're right at their entry. Nobody's in the business of losing money. Right now, we're increasing, so that means they're gaining confidence. Sellers are increasing confidence. Look, 600, negative 600, still increasing. If it gets to negative 700, that's nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Wow. 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 Now price is below their entry point. So now these sellers are comfortable. They have every right to hold. Buyers now, they're a little, see this 1.3K of aggressive buyers, they're not too comfortable right up here, especially they're at the tippity top. Oh my goodness, 1.3K of aggressive sellers at the tippity top is crazy. That's why I don't chase moves. Y'all look crazy, man. But yeah, there are 1.3K of trap buyers in this area that are waiting for price to get back to their position, or waiting for price to get way out of their position where they just can't hold anymore. Let's look at it on the 1 minute now. So it has to reclaim this resistance turn support, or support turn resistance. It's just like right in between it. It has to reclaim it, but if it can't, it rejects hard, again, sellers are going to increase confidence, and then you're going to see these numbers increase towards the downside. So the buyers are going to try, but if it can't, you're just going to see this number increase, showing that the sellers are increasing their confidence. So a level to watch, it will be right here at 38. At this low right here. Buyers are in control of point of control, but they just lost it. Not by a lot, but they just lost point of control. They're losing, but look, numbers increasing again. This is at 95 now. Numbers increasing, point of control. Buyers keep losing point of, come on guys. All right, there we go. All right, now that was one strong order that just came in the market. How can I tell that? On the 1 second, just one big order just came. Well, 1 second line chart, one big order just came in, and it just took out the negative delta pretty much in one straight move. So that was just one strong order that just came in. I'm also looking at the time and sales. Pretty much reading the tape. This is called reading order flow. Let's see. It's y'all chance. Y'all got the buyers just got a lot of. They pretty much just got a nice boost just now. Can you continue? That's the question. Ooh-wee. Can we continue? Oh, stacked and balance here. 400 over, well, 400 over 452. 400 over 452. Can we continue? Oh, let's see what can happen. This looks like it's set up nicely, converging at the high. 40 seconds to go. Can push. If you really wanted to, you can push. Has the delta on the side now. Still that negative 2K trap sellers in the previous candle. Which candle was it? 10-15 candle? No. No, it wasn't. Was it? No, it can't be. Where are they coming from? It has to be here. Because it's a 15-minute. Okay, yeah. I'm just rejecting too much. Every time you guys do that, where y'all try to push price, y'all make it look like it's, you feel me? You're making the sellers get confidence. I'm telling you. You have to just break it and just take their entire will out. Because again, people only exit their position when they lose their will. When hope is all gone. Anytime you do that little, okay, yeah, we're going up, and then just immediately just reject and don't hold, you're giving sellers confidence. You're giving them a reason to stay in their position. Because we're at highs and we're getting shaky at the highs. So now they have a lot of reasons to stay in their position. And y'all not making it seem like a bad decision for them. Because every time y'all push, y'all showing a strong rejection, hesitation, comes right back down. And I understand why the buyers are hesitating up here too. It is shaky. Like, nobody wants to be the person that get in at the highs. Because look what happened to the last person. Remember the last person that we saw? I think it was this guy. If he held, he's probably in good standing. But this guy, right here, like, nobody wants to get in at the resistance. And I already told y'all, we not trading breakout and continuations. We're trading retracements and pullbacks. No breakouts, no breakouts. You should not be getting in at no highs. That's how we made this 462. We waited for a nice pullback, and then we got in on that pullback. And that was all the way down here too. Imagine if I held that. Yeah. 947. That's when it dropped to this moving average. I caught that buy. Buyers stepping up though. Like, it seems like they're just relying on these big orders to just bolster them up instead of just moving in unison and just like tracking up. Ooh. Step up, guys. Next level, 850, which is also a psychological level. 850. That's the next level that we can test. What I'm gonna start, you know what? I'm gonna start doing like home workouts for content, like while I'm waiting, especially if I'm in like a directional trade. Those usually take mad long to play out, sometimes hours. So I'm thinking what I could do. What if tomorrow we don't get a trigger though? I usually only trade when we get these type of triggers. Like over here, this was a strong trigger. I love these triggers, especially on higher time frame. I don't stop talking about them ever. These are my favorite. First of all, why do we still have these? We can take these off. But yeah, I can start doing like home workouts while I'm waiting for trades. I got a push-up bar and I got a some dumbbells. And I'm sacrificing my gym time by being here. So I might as well hit two birds once. And it's probably content. Some people probably want to see that. Who knows? If y'all don't, please let me know. I'm not sure. I'm always looking forward to some type of feedback. Negative 8K in cumulative delta. You're getting at my rounded top. You want to see delta increase at this important level, this key level. You want to see this number increasing. Hesitating a little bit. It's dropping. It's dropping. You want to see these numbers going up for the most part, though. Mm. All right, so pretty much, it's not really much. I'm probably just gonna lock up here, to be honest. I can't see myself entering another trade already hitting my profit target. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reload the clip for tomorrow. I do have a lot of stuff I have to do today, so let's just go over that really quickly, actually. So we're hoping that this becomes a trigger candle on the daily, right? So just like this one, pretty much, but this is just a 4-hour time frame. We want to see a hammer candle just like that pop up on the daily, something similar to this that happened Friday, October 17th. We want to see something like that, and then play the next move, being this. This is what the next move usually looks like, right? What I want to see is probably a little bit of a smaller body on this candle, and then we're gonna play the high of it. So 87 is currently the high of this candle. Low is pretty far, but tomorrow I'm hoping we can get like a retracement in extended traded hours, so it gives me a place where I can go in on MES. I will get in probably around 820, because 820 is probably where it showed the most hesitation and build up. So yeah, from 813 to 820. I'll probably look for an entry on MES for a bullish move for tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm more than likely going to be looking for a bullish play until otherwise. Let's say extended trading hours, this thing just completely ruins my signal. Then I just have to go by what the chart gives me. But for tomorrow, I'm definitely going to be looking to use this as a bullish trigger. All right. Still working on the outro. Don't have anything that I have that's consistent, so I'm just gonna freestyle again. Hope everybody had a great trading day. I hope some of the technical analysis helped y'all, especially in terms of market vision. We are ending today up 462 on our target of 20,000. We're looking for 20,000 on this account. All right. So with that being said, now that's all. Signing off. So like, oh wait. If you're just coming in, please before you go, like, share, or comment anything, or just drop a like. I don't mind. You feel me? And yeah, that's all. Adios, my people.